Of course, in the headlines, we have Ariana Grande. She's stepping out of the public facing image. But here's my thing. Listen, I've never been like an avid Ariana Grande fan. To be clear, I'm not an Ariana Grande hater by any stretch of the imagination. I just never got pulled in. I've always liked the music that I've heard from her, but she's just very pop and I'm very more dark, I guess you could say. But her acting talent, though, is amazing. Her theatricalness, I've always admired her. My favorite thing is when I see interview clips of her. She's just a fascinating person to me. I just like observing all the layers to people, and she seems like she has plenty of layers. But something that just pains me inside is watching the public absolutely pick apart and scrutinize this woman's image. There's, in my mind, no excuse for it at all. Period. It doesn't matter if you're suffering from an eating disorder. It doesn't matter whatsoever. And people are saying, well, it's a bad example. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own health, for your own body, for your own mental health, your soul, all of that. That falls on your shoulders, not mine, not Ariana Grande's, period. If you want to criticize the industry, criticize the industry. If you want to criticize social media. But it's unfair and it's unrealistic to put the entire weight of the world on one girl's shoulders who, if she was, and I'm not here to diagnose her, I'm not even going to say whether or not she's healthy or not, because at the end of the day, this is a fact. None of you know whether or not she is healthy or not. None of you. Not a single one of you. You're not her physician. You're not her doctor. You're not any of that. What would you rather her look like? Tell me. What would you rather her look like? Would you like her to gain weight, look soft, supple, feminine, the way that you think a woman should look? Meanwhile, you've got bodybuilders that starve themselves down to the point where all their muscles are showing. I'm not just talking about seeing, a pectoral muscle or just a few ripples of abs. I'm talking about starved to the point where you see every tendon, every blood vessel. You can see the color of the muscles starting to peek through their skin. There's a whole competition dedicated to that. No public outcry. And I don't want to hear, well, those are for short periods of time. Okay, so binge anorexia is okay? That's what you're saying? Because that's what that says, whether you realize it or not. You know, it's nobody's place to diagnose anybody else. It's not healthy for the internet to look at a woman and say, disappear from the public view until we as a collective conscious agree that you can come out into public again. And the messaging behind that says, if you suffer from any kind of a mental illness, there is something wrong with you. Tuck yourself away, you gross, disgusting thing. Get out of society's view. There's no place for you. You don't deserve to exist in public. You don't deserve to be seen in a selfie. You don't deserve to do the things that you love to do, to perform, make music, create art. You don't deserve to do any of that because the collective conscious says we don't like the way that you look. We want you to gain 15 or 20 pounds. Who are you? If I want my heart to bleed in public, it's going to bleed in public. And not a damn person can tell me otherwise. That's part of living in a free country. You don't get to decide if she's a danger to herself. The team around her gets to decide. You're not her mother. You're not her sister. You're not her meemaw. You're not her dad. You're not her cousin. You don't get to tell her a damn thing. You don't get to tell her how she's going to live her life. You don't get to tell her any of that. And I just think it's absurd. And nobody has ever stopped to ask themselves to question, what if the work is the thing that's keeping her alive? What if she does have a team of people around her guiding her to good, and here's the internet trying to throw her out of the public view, trying to throw her out of work, the store? What if she just wanted one great moment to shine before she ultimately got help, if there's anything wrong with her? Because you don't know. You don't know. You can't look at somebody and know. And before you answer that, you need to think about it. Same people with fatness. If somebody can't look at someone who's fat and say whether or not they're healthy, you don't get to do that to a person who's skinny. You count the tendons. You count the fat rolls. Anywho,